All right, what's going on, guys? Back with a video, a little accessory video, and I wasn't planning on doing a video on this especially. Both of these are from a company called Base, and I'll leave the links down below. They actually sent these to me a little while back, mainly because these are things that I'm kind of interested in, and I wanted to go through some different options as far as some accessories that I want to get for my Model Y. Tray holder that sits below your screen, and then these. If you guys get some curb rash on your rims, this is actually a little piece that goes around the edge of your rim, clamps or clips into place, which is actually really nice. And I picked this one because I saw there's some other ones that are out there, but they came in like multiple pieces. And the only reason why I didn't like those is because of the fact that every time you add another piece on, you see a line on each one of those clips. So I didn't like the look of it. And then this part just wraps around. So when you look at the car, and there's actually one on here right now, it actually looks pretty seamless, like factory. And that was one of the main reasons why I was really turned off with a lot of these rim protectors. Because honestly, I did not want them. I don't really want them on the car. But if you actually look at this one, you really can't tell versus some of the other ones I've seen out there where you could really see each one of the pieces all the way around. These are, of course, just in case that you do get a little bit too close to an edge or too close to a curb. At least you have a little bit of protection here. So you would ideally hit this instead of the actual rim itself. And if you wanted to replace these are a lot more affordable to replace than it is to send your rim out and get redone, get it sanded down, get it repainted and everything like that. Now they do come with this extra tape here, and what you want to do is put that tape on the inside of the rim, right around here, all the way around. I'm not sure why they just didn't come pre-made or pre-installed with this little padding on here, because it's kind of annoying that you have to actually install it yourself. All right, so I just wrapped it all the way around. You can see this little padding right here. All the way, could have been a little bit better job there, but it does go all the way around the rim. And now let's put this on. All right, so the first thing you want to do is give your wheels a little bit of a clean. And the one thing I do like about this one compared to some of the other ones out there is that some of the other ones make you put like tape over here, and then you have to put a piece on, and then you have to put another piece of tape, and you have to kind of connect them all. And like I said, I don't like the fact that you're seeing extra lines on the rims. They really stand out, where this one, all the clips are actually on the back. So they just clip in here, which clips into the inside of the rim here. To install it, really simple. Look for the one with the cutout. This is where your stem is for your air. So all you're gonna do is start there. So I'll put this over this corner. Make sure that's nice and centered, and you can actually hear a nice little click. That's about it. And all you do is work your way all the way around. And the reason why I like these, like I said, they actually click in on the back side of the rim here, and not necessarily in between where you start seeing a lot of spacing. There could be some spacing issues. And goes all the way around. And that's it. I mean, it's pretty simple. That is on there, and as you can see, it doesn't stand out like some of the other ones. And like I said earlier, I honestly would not want to actually put one on there if it stood out. As you guys know, with my car, I like to do small, really subtle things, but I like to keep everything looking and feeling like it was like an OEM piece. And this one right here, for the most part, I feel feels pretty, blends in really well. So I'll see how I feel about it, but why not just test it out there and put it on, because you can't really tell too much with the Base one. All right, next accessory is this tray. Now Base actually has a couple different tray options. They even have ones with buttons here on the bottom, so you can have these with shortcuts. I just got the basic one because the one with the buttons, you actually have to hook it up to your wire harness and things like that. I just wanted something basic, and that's what this one is. It's a tray that sits right underneath the screen here. So if you ever drive a Tesla, a lot of times you'll just throw stuff down here at the very bottom of your compartment, but sometimes you don't want to grab it or reach all the way down there all the time. If you can put it here on the top tray, that'll work too. But a lot of times too, I'll have to charge my devices. So I'll charge my Action, my Pocket, and I want these things kind of a little bit more accessible here up top. And most of the time I'll just literally place it right here on top of this, which will probably scratch this up a little bit. And I'll have things just kind of laying on top of this slider. So didn't really like that, and I wanted another option, and I saw that EVBase had this little tray, which actually is really simple to install. So this is what it looks like. It actually looks bigger than it really is, mainly because this actually, half of this sits behind the screen. But you can see here on the very back, there is some rubber feet, and those rubber feet are going to sit right underneath in between the plastic here and the center console where your charger is. These little rubber hands here are you just going to squeeze them in, and then it'll then push the whole thing up and lock it into place. And let me show you that really quick. So place this underneath, and that kind of wedges it in there. Push these hands out, slides all the way up, and it'll grab. They have a little plastic and rubber right here on the back. And then on the back here, you just push in those little hands, and that puts pressure on the back of the tray to hold it in place. And there you go. That is about it. And there's a little rubber mat in here too to prevent things from sliding around too much. So now if I want to hold my pocket right up here, my action camera as well, I can toss that in here, and my phone. Sometimes I'll use the charger from down the bottom, and normally if I'd use my charger from here and I charge it, I will normally just leave it on here because of the fact that I can't really put it anywhere. Can't really like stand it up here. You have to kind of put it sideways when you put it on the charging mat, so it doesn't really work out. But at least now I can just kind of toss it into this tray while it's charging. And as far as holding a phone down below, this is an iPhone 15 Pro. It does fit under there. I'm not 100% sure if the Max fits. I do have a lot more room in there. I probably have another inch up top here. So I'm assuming that the Max should fit as well, but this is my 15 Pro. You will be taking up a little bit of the vision from the bottom because the tray comes down. So I can only see about half of my phone now compared to before, which I could see a little bit more, but I would never really use my phone from down here. It's just too far away and the angle is kind of weird. Toss a lot of my gear. I can charge up my other gear here too. So if I want to charge my pocket while I'm on the road, this is perfect for that. I think one thing I do want to pick up from them as well is there's a USB little bar that goes right here across, where now I can plug in directly on top, and then it'll be an easier charge for all my devices. And of course, if you guys are interested in these products, I'll leave the links down below. They're actually offering my viewers a little bit of a discount too, so make sure you use that code Tesla of the day. And if you guys want to check out some other products on their website, make sure you guys do that as well. As always, if you guys got some value from this video, a big like would be much appreciated. See you guys in the next one. Take care.